Uncle Brent's shed. We finally finished off the front of the sill panel and we'll get the 1UZ running. Well, after about 3 weeks of procrastinating, finally got the bottom of that sill panel attached. It was a bit ugly. I had to re-drill and do some welds that didn't stick, ground it back, and then rub some seam sealer over the top. Rightio, so I just chopped the front section of that seal off. I think I showed you on the last video how it steps in. Here's the original section that steps in, because it needs to come inboard a bit so the mudguard runs flush with this. So the bit I've cut off, I will modify to go on the inside of here and then down, and I'll probably just try to weld it onto there. So I'll cut this patch just here somewhere where the top of your thumb is. That'll fit up inside of here, and then just bend the curve to suit and cut it so it lines up with this. And I'll probably just weld that in and then have it going inside of there, and then I can make the section between here and there on the angle. Just knocked up that little angle section there. It's a little bit hard to see with the lighting. Worked a couple of Tex screws in there just to hold it in place. The mudguard bolt hole is here somewhere. I can feel it in the back. I have to work out where that is and drill a decent sized hole there. Now I've roughed out this piece of plate, which is obviously part of the sill panel that was cut off. Now that's designed to go inside there, and that'll be spot welded, obviously, through holes there. And I'll probably just run a bit of a seam weld along the bottom. Oh, I can't remember exactly where I was at, but I know it's been about 3 weeks. I probably haven't touched this car in. So yeah, I've got that little bottom bit tacked in. Got this section, well, spot welded, or whatever you want to call it. Right, yeah, another week has gone by. I've just converted me welder from 0.9 back to 0.6 mil, and I haven't used that like that for probably 10 years, and it welds heaps better. Doesn't look like it, but to my mind it does. Oh, and good old Father's Day, got myself a finger sander. Not sure exactly what they're called, belt sander. Works minty. Good old Makita. Righty, so I made up a template to cap the end of this. So I essentially put a piece of cardboard on there and just pushed on it around the edge, give me the shape. Then I traced that onto some steel, and then I've left some excess around the edge so I can fold those outwards. So this actually pushes inside, and then that gives me a area to spot to. Same as how the factory have done it. So I'm just trying to essentially recreate what the factory did, just basically for practice. So got that roughly the shape I need it. Now I just got to bend all them tabs towards me so that pushes inside, and we'll attempt to weld it in there. Just made out that little patch and put it inside of there. Forgot to video that, but that's half welded in. Once that's done, this whole corner's finished. Right, so last night I managed to get that little patch in here all welded in, then give it an undercoat and seam sealer. Alright, I'm getting a bit sicker looking at this, so I think we'll go and we'll see if we can get that engine fired up today, the donor engine for this. Ugh. Also had a predicament with this the other day. The window was already cracked, but I left the bonnet open with a rake holding it up. The wind caught it, and you can see where the base of the bonnet's hit there. Not that it really matters. The bonnet was wrinkly over here anyway. So as long as I haven't screwed up my hinges. But anyway, what a cracker day. I've been slacking. With the old YouTube. Actually, I've got a brand new phone, so. There she is. Now I do know it runs. We used to rally it around the yard here, but since it's been sitting, the fuel pump's died. So I need to come up with a fuel system and find a battery that's gonna have some charge in it. So yeah. Actually, I did change the oil on it when I first took ownership of it, because it was getting thrashed around and the oil looked terrible. So I changed the oil on it straight away when we had it hot. But, yeah, there it is. I don't know if you can pick it up in the background, but there's an army base near here. I can hear some big guns. So I just got to shoot down the paddock because there's a Toyota Sora down there that has a fuel tank in it, and I'm just going to go see what's involved in getting it out. Hopefully the pump's alright and I'll be able to jerry rig some sort of thing for this. What's going on there? I'll be parting this out after I've got what I want out of it. LS400. Most of the panels are straight. I think that sunroof worked from memory. Good electric seats in it. No rear seat for some reason. That got left somewhere. It's got the full auto tilt steering column when you turn the key on. I'll probably have to pull half this dash apart anyway to get the aluminum and whatnot out of it. But yeah, I'll go sort of try to jerry rig a fuel system and get a battery organised and go from there. What's even that about?
And I know the fuel pump is inside of there, so I don't know how the hell that works, and it's got no hoses on it. Found a spare fuel pump on the back floor. It's probably shagged. Ooh, buddy. Oh no. Must have been such cool cars when they were, you know, when they were new. Little felt pockets everywhere. CD changer. Yeah, so them wires there run over to the top. There must be fuel sender there, breather there, and then still don't know whether what's that? Still don't know where the fuel lines come out. Oh, there's another pump there. Oh, brother. Oh. Thought it was empty, but something else I noticed. It had a timer belt done in 2003, so that's going to be good to go. I mean, where will that go? Well, anyway, somewhere I have one of those little 20-litre Chinesium fuel cells that I bought second hand, so it's probably able to get a crack in it, because that's what they do. I think I found it. God, Christ. Yeah, that's definitely it. Couple of spares. Got another project lined up for them one day. Oh, that's what I'm after. Anyway, so the original plan I had in my head was to remove that top section and put a Falcon one in there. This is an early like EBED type. But I might go for a walk and pull a Magna one out, because I reckon they're a little bit bigger, plus they have bolt holes. Obviously the bolt holes aren't going to match, but it might be easier than, you know, trying to get that pump in there. So I will go for a walk or a ride. I got this car off people that were into their cracktivities, so I don't know what we're going to find here. The seat's already been plucked out. Maybe the fuel pump's gone. I don't know. Ew, brother. Ew. Whoa, dash pad. Oh no, it's not. It's floor mat. So this car was running a little over 12 months ago, so hopefully the pump's okay. Oh, even the hood line's not too bad. Some people that know me know that I have a bit of a fetish for Magnas. Just saying. Did you know that Magnas, as far as I know, are the only car that have a cup holder that takes 2 square milk cartons? Someone said it was a thing that Mitsubishi done between, what is it, Farmers Union, iced coffee, you know? Don't know, because that's South Australian as well. So I've got to go back and get me tool for that. I just needed 2 hands. So essentially to slide that in, that slides inside of that, you push this on as far as you can, and then you push it back, and it relieves the clips. Do you know how you truly value a Magna? First, it's not allowed to be defected. It must have a key, and the fuel pump must work. If any of those 3 are missing from the magical triangle, it's basically scrap. Not so much a fuel pump. Right, got him. So I actually used the tool as a handle to lift it out because my old finger grippers weren't gripping. It doesn't smell that bad, so. Actually, we just got it. Just got it before it shit itself. Now, I did cover that up because, you know, there's a chance that I might need the tank one day for one of my projects. I did go forward driving in a Magna once and turn the fuel tank inside out, and I haven't replaced that one. That's another story. How's the day? Started off awesome, and now it's picking up bloody wind. So this is what we're working with. I don't think the Valiant K-frame is going to work very well, but we can chop it out. And I do have a rear sump that someone kindly gave me, just in case I need to rear sump it, which is a possibility. Like how straight pipe cuts. Right, so I've been wandering around aimlessly for the last 10 minutes looking for the fuel lines. I know I've found them up front, but there they're there coming out of the tank. Then they disappear under the subframe. They actually go over to the passenger side. There they are there. And that's right behind the left front wheel. So I'll probably just cut those two lines there and then run my own and have a pump on the ground in a jerry can, I think, just to get it running. So I just dropped the battery in there. First thing I do is make sure it cranks and make sure this battery's gonna be okay. Ugh, that sounds terrible. Took a bit of a gulp. It could be because it's sitting the lifter buckets were on the lobes and they've collapsed. So let's cross our fingers. All right, now we're gonna hook up a makeshift fuel system. Alright, so I've chopped those hoses, plumbed into them. The return line is actually plastic air line. I'm going to do the right thing and pump it straight into there, so I'm not wasting anything. Right, so what else I've done is I'll just put a Magna fuel pump on there, hook some wires up. I'm just going to prime this pump, see what sort of smuts comes out of the engine. See that? Well, that's clear enough. That can go into the forklift. Let's actually see if it starts. I've got a funny feeling those injectors are a bit gummed up. Bugger! So just spray some brake cleaner down that vacuum tube. The fuel pump back up. Hopefully it doesn't evaporate before I get to it. fine too. That's not very annoying. So it runs, I'm guessing it's running on about 5 cylinders. I might put some auto trans oil in the fuel, see if that'll help flush anything out. I'm pretty sure it's got, blocked injectors from stale fuel. So we'll try that next. That's probably about a 10-to-1 ratio. 10 fuel, 1 part trans oil. Well, it's not smoking yet. Sounding better, but I reckon it's 2 cylinders down still. It's just about cured itself, I think. Well, it seemed to have cleared up. It's running pretty minty now, so over the moon with that. Yeah, so I think we'll cut this episode here. Right, thanks for tuning in. If you made it to the end, another long one, sorry about that. Is what it is. It's been a while. Yeah, so cheers for watching and look after your mates. And when I say look after them, I mean mentally as well as physically. Cheers.